Alright, this is inside my Maytag dryer. I opened it up because I smelled a little bit of burning smell, and as you can see, it's just totally filthy. The inside's never been cleaned. It's about 8 or 9 years old, and you can see right there that it's just ridiculous. Alright, so look at my motor. It's all full of dust and dirt. It's never good for your motor. That'll make a motor burn right out. This was just a place for fire looking to happen. But you want to vacuum out all this crud. And then you want to come from the back and stick your vacuum down this way and vacuum out as much of this as you can. But okay, I'll show you in a couple minutes how to put it back together, how I took it apart. And it's pretty easy to do. It only took me about 5 minutes. But I'll clean it up and we'll show you what happens. Okay, now as you can see, everything is pretty much dust free. There was a lot of lint, man. See the color, everything got the motor pretty nice and clean. There's still a little on it, but it's a lot better than it was. Anyway, now what I have to do is I got to put the drum back in. And while I put the drum back in, you have to put the belt on. And the belt is this thing right here. Alright, and that runs around. You put this around the belt, around the drum rather. You stick the drum in there. And then this thing right here with the spring, that's the tensioner. And you just slip it right onto there, and the tension will be set on the drum by the spring. Alright, this is your drum and your belt. Like I said, you slip, there's a mark right here where your belt was. It's been running for years or whatever. You just put it on there. It's got grooves on one side, they go toward the drum. Then you inspect it. If it looks like crap, you might as well replace it, because how expensive could it be? It looks like a rubber band, right? Probably surprise you. But anyway, you put it on the drum in the approximate spot. You make sure it's not all crossed up. And where it has to go around this pulley here with the grooves in it. And this is your tensioner. And that's what adjusts the tension on your drum. So when you put this in here, you kind of got to work that all together, but there's no way I can get a camera in there to show you, so I'm telling you about it now. Okay, here's your drum installed. There's my belt that's running very close to the spot where I showed you. Here's the felt piece here. You want your drum to sit inside there, so that when you come inside, it looks like this. Okay, there's no felt sticking out where it shouldn't be. That's what keeps your seal on your drum and keeps it nice and quiet. Alright, now there's a piece on the front here that I have to put on next. It goes around the drum, and that's this piece right here. And I'm going to clean this piece up and then I'll show you how to put that on. Now as you can see, the piece that holds my drum on the front is installed, and it's held in with a 5/16 screw right here, and on this side it drops down and there's one 5/16 screw right here. Now you gotta make sure this is all aligned when you put your front on, because there's another piece that goes on here. And that is right here. And this goes on like so. Okay? But the top here is still flipped up until I put this piece on here. It just fell down, tried to hit me in the fingers. So I guess I'd secure that a little bit better than pushing it on up against the shelf there. But anyway, this piece here gets 4 5/16 screws. Now I'm going to I'm going to clean this, and I'm going to put it on, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, got everything back together, and this whole front piece here is held on by 4 screws. 2 that hold the door, and 2 Phillips head over here also. 1 there and 1 down there. Okay, our dryer's back together. Everything moves. If I can tell that I'm still on the belt because it's a little bit tight, it would move around much easier if I wasn't spinning the belt with the motor and everything like that at the same time by hand. Alright, everything's back together. I'm ready for a test. Okay, this is a Maytag Dependable Care Quiet Pack, and it's time for a test run. I hit the start button, and it's not hooked up to the back yet, but you can tell by the sound that it's running. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, I know I didn't make the video when I was taking it apart, but if you follow the reassembly, only do it backwards, you'll find that it's pretty easy. I used a Phillips head screwdriver bit and a 5/16 nut driver in the end of my trusty Milwaukee screw gun, M18 Red Lithium XC, which I can recommend heartily. Anyway, there you go. Hope it saves you a couple bucks. And by doing this, I pretty much showed you how you could get access to anything in the dryer. Don't forget to subscribe.